Alright guys, so this is essentially going to be my breakdown first video of the first time I ever went to the beach when I wasn't with my parents, right coming out of high school. So, here's the deal. In Maryland at least, it's kind of like a tradition that every time you graduate high school, the first week in the summer, so like the first week of June really, you and all your friends kind of get together and you just go on a really drunken adventure to Ocean City, so Ocean City, Maryland. And essentially just get really fucked up and make some bad decisions. So this is essentially what happened to me the first essentially day of this trip. So me and about 9 other guys decided to get a house together, Ocean City, Maryland, and we wanted to make bad decisions. So it's myself, Jay, Jeremy, and one of my good friends, Alizar. Got in a car together. I didn't even have my car yet, by the way. I just had gotten my fucking license. And we were on our way driving up there. Trunk full of Natural Light. A shit ton of Captain Morgan and Svedka, basically. So this is just already a recipe for fucking disaster. Driving up there. Jay's driving. Jeremy's in the passenger seat. Myself and Alizar in the back. Jay, about 5 minutes into the trip, talks about how we need to get girls' numbers on the way heading up there. I'm like, heading up there? How the hell are we gonna get a number while driving in the car on our way up there? He was like, don't worry, man, I'll figure it out. I'm like, you know what? You do you. I'm still an introvert at the time period. I didn't really know what the hell I was doing. I barely even started drinking yet. I mean, I didn't do shit back then. I didn't smoke cigarettes. I didn't do anything at all. I was a fucking nerd. That's what I was. So I'm driving up there. As soon as we get on Route 50 or so, he's like, yo, watch this. I'm like, okay. I'm watching. I can't really do anything else. I'm sitting still in the car. So what the fuck else am I going to do? So I'm like, look to my left, and there's this car driving by. 2 girls, and a entire trunk full of just like beach shit that you can clearly see the back of it for. So I'm like, all right, what do you plan on doing? Like, I'm paying attention. What do you want to do? He's like, all right, well, just get this. I bet I can get those girls' numbers. I'm like, all right, bet. See what let me see what kind of magic you can fucking pull out of your ass on this one. He's like, yo, get a piece of paper. I'm like, dude, it's your car. Like, I don't know where the fucking paper's at. He's like, just check the glove department. I'm like, check the glove box. Reaching around, can't find shit. And we eventually find like a napkin. I'm like, all right. He's like, yo, get a pen. And we're like, oh, dude, it's your fucking car. Where the fuck is your pen at? He's like, dude, I'm sure there's one on the ground. Long and behold, there's one on the fucking ground next to my foot. I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. So wrote down Jay's number, gave it to him. He puts it against the window, and the passenger of that car is like looking as if she's like illiterate. She's like, oh, I can't. And keep in mind, we're going about 80 miles an hour on Route 50. And the driver of my car is not even paying attention. I'm like, great, we're going to fucking die. Whatever. I'm not pessimistic that much, but I'm borderline status, so, why not? Sitting there driving, and I guess Jay decides to hit the level of fuck it, rolls his window down, and reaches the number out the window. I'm like, all right, this just seems entirely too dangerous, but I also can't tell the driver what to do. I don't want to be a backseat driver. And this girl tries to reach for it, can't reach it. Keep in mind, we're still going like at 80 miles an hour. No one's slowing down during this transaction at all. This girl tries to reach out, can't get it. She unbuckles her seatbelt, reaches out completely in the fucking highway, has the driver essentially hold her feet down so she can grab this number from the dude she's never even met before. Grabs it, looks at it. Why does she look at it? I have no fucking idea. Decides to come back in the car with it and like text him back immediately. I'm like, all right, Jay, well, apparently you got some big ass balls here. Let's see what else you can do with this shit. Sits there, or we find out that they're in a group of like 6 other girls that they're about to meet up with soon. But as soon as they get down to their place down in Ocean Pines, that we should all meet up and it's gonna be great. I'm like, oh, bet we got a bunch of other guys too. And I'm like, all right, well, I don't know what the hell's gonna go on with this, but I'm like, the driver of that car is pretty sexy. He's like, you know what? You call dibs on her, you can have her. I'll get the passenger. I'm like, all right, cool. So we don't know these girls' names yet at all, but in our heads, they're referred to as driver and passenger. All I knew is apparently I had laid claim on driver, he had laid claim on passenger. I'm like, cool. As soon as we get down to Ocean City, We gotta get food. We're hungry as shit. We gotta start carb loading now to get ready for a long night of just really bad decisions. So what do? We go to Tony's on First Street. Load the fuck up on carbohydrates and pizza. Let's get this shit. These girls meet up with us. They walk past us looking like kind of nervous, like giggling and laughing like little high school girls fucking do. They sit at a far away table. They order their food. Jay convinces me to stand up, we go to greet the girls, and it's looking pretty damn awkward. But I'm kind of rolling with this point. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know that this man knows what the fuck he's doing. So I'm here to learn. It's a learning experience for me, right? Why the fuck not? I introduced myself to driver, found her name was Alyssa. She went to she was going to go to University of Maryland, and she was essentially the owner of the house that they were staying at, and it was supposed to be this really nice place in Ocean Pines, and that we should go over later and meet the rest of the girls. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, so we've had plans on the first night. This is gonna be awesome. We finish eating. We pregame a little bit. We head over to this girl's house. Park the car a ways back. We decide our guidelines. I'm not gonna get too much into that. To be honest, we all knew what we were gonna get into that night. On the way walking up there, my dad calls me, and I'm like, oh shit! Like I gotta answer this call. I can't ignore my dad. Answer the phone. He's like, oh, what kind of car do you want? I'm like, and I can't really think of like what car I want, but I could definitely think of like one car that I don't want at all. Like, I don't fucking want a Honda Civic. Why do I not want a Honda Civic? Because my brother drove a Honda Civic, my dad drove a Honda Civic, my mom drove a Honda Pilot. I don't want a fucking Honda. So what does my dad get me? Keep in mind what I said. What does my dad get me in this situation? My dad decides to surprise me with a car when I'm not even fucking there. So I'm blessed already, right? He gets me a Toyota Corolla. Essentially a Toyota Civic. I was like, what? Whatever. I can't complain. It's not a Honda Civic. He did exactly what I had asked, essentially. So he got me a black 2010 Corolla S. I still have that car today. My favorite car. It's my first car. It's my baby. It's my Moon Cricket. Where did I get the name Moon Cricket? I was high as shit one day, and I named it Moon Cricket. I can't even tell you the thought process was behind that, but it's a dark car with 18% tints on it. It's Moon Cricket. It's a 4-cylinder car. It's quiet as shit. It's a fucking cricket. That's how I got the name for that. Anyway, I'm like, yo, guys, like, I just got a car. Like, we should go in there and celebrate. Tell these girls I just got a new car. Like, as soon as I get back, this is going to be awesome. Go inside. These girls greet us with not Michelob. with fucking Mike's Hard Lemonade. I would rather have had a Michelob Ultra, but Mike's Hard Lemonade. Let's just start bad decisions from the beginning. Why not? With some fucking wine coolers. Why the fuck not? Sitting there throwing these bitches back. Because, high school, fresh out of high school, we're all tanks. We don't give a fuck. We're not going to get a hangover or anything. It's going to be perfect, right? Yeah, exactly. Sitting there, talking to the girls we want to get with. And, we're just, playing beer pong back and forth. Meet and greets, just talking shit, dancing, ripping apple pie shots in the kitchen. To this day, I don't even know what the fuck was in that shop. I knew back then it was delicious. And then at one point, the girl I was trying to get with, the driver, remember Alyssa? She was like, hey, by the way, I really want to get with you, but I can't. I'm like, oh, like, why not? Like, what's the problem here? And she's like, well, my friend over there has been really eyeing you down this whole time, and I can't, like, take you away from her because she laid claim on you first. I'm like, what? I met you first, though. Like, what's the problem here? Like, is it really going to be caused, like, house, like, controversy? She was like, you have no idea. She's crazy. I'm like, you're not really selling her much on this situation. She was like, just do me a favor. Just be with her. And maybe, like, if she were to pass out, you and I can have our moment. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make her black out then. I can do this. Like, this could be fun, right? Make this into a little bit of a game. Come to find out this girl's name is Hyatt. I'm like the fucking hotel? Cool, this is just spelling out problems for me. I can't wait for this crap to be over with, really. But anyway, sitting there talking to this girl, running the beer pong table, we're ripping shots back and forth. I am trying to make this girl black out. And getting pretty good at it, actually. And at one point, she was like, oh, let's go outside. I'm like, all right, cool, we'll go outside. And everyone's smoking a cigarette. Except for me. Because I don't smoke cigarettes. Why? Because I have an extremely addictive personality. And if I start smoking a cigarette, I'm going to be the one motherfucker smoking like 4 packs a day. And I don't want to fucking do that. So, one of the girls, actually, I don't even know her name to this fucking day, told me, she was like, hey, by the way, I bet I can get you to smoke a cigarette. I'm like, good fucking luck. That's not going to happen. She was like, how about this? we will make out with you, both of us, at the same time if you smoke a cigarette. I'm like, I've smoked weed before, clearly. I know how to inhale and how to fake inhaling. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh, what if I just pull it in my mouth, hold it for a second, exhale it out through my mouth as well, and pretend to cough? Like, she'll think I smoked a cigarette. Everyone here is hammered drunk. They won't fucking know the difference anyway. And then I can get a three-way kiss out of it. You know, I'm fresh out of high school. I'm barely, like, just out of the virgin range. Like, I can do this, right? Yeah. Hyping myself up. This is perfect. Pull it, hold it in for a second. I'm like, this tastes like shit. Like, absolute shit. I'm like, thank God I'm not fucking smoking cigarettes. Push it out. I'm like, honestly, low-key, I could probably do that again. But I didn't inhale it. And they proceeded to make out with me. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. This is what every high schooler fucking wanted right before college. This is going to be a good night. And I am still trying to get this one girl to black out who had just saw me make out with two of her friends at the same time. So already, I'm in, like, borderline, did we just break up kind of situation. This girl's crying out in the corner. I'm like, great, now I gotta fucking go talk to her. Had to, like, sit there and talk her down. Lovely. I love conversations like this. There's nothing that makes me more happy than watching a fucking girl cry. Great. Went back outside, talked down the situation. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go make her feel better. We went to the room, sit there and talked her down for a little bit. Finally got her to calm down. Apparently, she just got out of a really long relationship, and she saw me thinking that I was gonna, like, sit there and be the new guy in her life, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you're thinking about a future already? Like, oh my God, like, I've known you for like 2 hours and alcohol was involved the entire time. You're thinking about a future? I'm so fucked. Ugh. Thank God I got her blacked out after that because I never saw her again. But the only thing that really killed me about the situation was I had gotten so drunk during this time period that I had completely lost track of my good friend Jay. I'm like, you know what? He's been gone for a while now. Where the fuck has he been at? They're like, oh, he's with Katie back in her room. I'm like, he's been gone for like 3 hours. Like, what the fuck is going on? And I guess I also haven't really realized the fact that there's been pounding on the wall this entire fucking time. I thought it was the music playing. Turns out this girl's a freak. And he was giving her the business straight up. And I could not have been more proud of my good friend at the time period. I almost wanted to break a tear at the fact that he was completely owning this situation. So I took a shot to that with the driver, who apparently cannot drink that much. So not only did I make the girl black out, who I was supposed to in order to get with the girl I wanted to, the girl I wanted to get with has now blacked out as well. I'm 0 for 2 today. I proceeded to drink myself to oblivion. I'm pretty sure I finished every Mike's Hard that was in that house. I'm not proud of that decision. I am proud of the fact that I finished all of them, though. And I blacked the fuck out. Long and behold, at the end of this trip, I find out that Jay had the night of his fucking life. Apparently, he conducted an orchestra with his, what do you say, member, and gave this girl the night of her life. So essentially, that was the first time I ever went to the beach on the first day. And I just want to tell you guys that story. So with that being said, have a great day, all.